Our next author is Elizabeth Ann Wallace, who has authored Extraordinary Hope, 30 Days to Being Strengthened and Inspired. And this is a 30-day devotional book that takes readers to being strengthened, uplifted, and full of hope. How are you doing today?
Great. How are you, Kendra?
Doing great. Why do you feel the need to write this book on hope?
Well, it was about a 9-year journey, believe it or not. God had told me to write about 9 years ago, and I was like, God, I don't write. And, I failed English 101, and I had to take that twice. I can't do this. But he just kept saying write. Mm-hmm. And it just started out that everything I wrote, it was inspiring for people. And so when it got down to, okay, you really need to write a book, what do you want to write about? I asked him, I was like, God, what can I write about? What could I possibly say that hasn't already been said? What do people need right now? I mean, there's been thousands of books written. And he said, my people really need hope. Mm. And I wondered if it was because every time I turned on the television, we had the Las Vegas shooting, we had natural disasters, we had a million things happening. And every time they interviewed somebody, they said, what can I put my hope in? They felt hopeless. And so that was kind of the inspiration for the book. And I thought, what if we looked at hope for 30 days? What if we took 30 scriptures on hope? And then we had a story for each one of those. And so as I sat down, I would hear a name or a place, and I just started doing research. And all of a sudden I knew when I hit that person or that place that was the story that needed to be told for that verse for that day. And I would just weep. And I was like, why did we not know this? Why did we not hear these stories when we were in church? Why didn't we know all these incredible people that survived only because of hope?
And so what do you hope that your readers gain from your book?
Well, I hope that they walk away knowing that forever this is the hope that they have. I mean, this is it. And that's one of the things that happened with me. After I finished writing the book, I was like, why do I even question that? Why did I even wonder if there was hope? I felt so full of it. So often we go to the scriptures and we get one verse, and it's like a crumb. And we try to hang on to a crumb when we need a feast. And that was exactly what I felt like after I finished the book. I felt like I'd had a feast and that I could survive, and I knew where to go. I knew what the scriptures were now. I knew what to stand on, and I knew what all God had to say about hope.
And what do you believe sets your book apart?
Well, it's like I said, it's different than other devotionals. It's 30 scriptures on hope. There's stories in it. And one of the things that I'm hearing back from the people that are reading it, they're like, can you make this into a Bible study? We feel like, it's just giving us so much hope. And they're also coming back and they're buying it for people that they know need hope, like 10 copies at a time. They're just so moved by it. And, that's what happens when God touches a book. It's just anointed. And when he wants to get a message out, he's going to get it out. And so I think that's what's happening and what's carrying the book right now.
Beautiful. Elizabeth, so for the viewers at home, how can they connect with you?
Well, you can find me on Facebook. I'm doing a live Bible study right now called Hope for the Holidays. In fact, the free giveaway for this session today is that you can go on my website and download 10 tips to have hope for the holidays, because people struggle with holidays more than any other time in finding hope. All these feelings come up and emotions that rise up to the surface, and they don't know how to deal with people. You've got to go face these people at Thanksgiving that you wouldn't talk to the rest of the year. And so they worry about, how can they feel hopeful and joyful during the holidays? So you can join me every Monday night at 7 o'clock. I have a live Facebook Bible study. And also you can find me on Facebook or Twitter.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations on the book.